Hey guys, today we're making this ribbed headband. It's a very quick and easy project that can be done in just an hour. It's got this very beautiful ribbed pattern that is just one row repeat. And I'll show you step by step how to do that. So let's get started. So I've got some leftover yarn from Hobby Amigo here. This yarn is 100% acrylic. So that's the yarn I'm going to be using. The yarn calls for a 4 to 5mm crochet hook. And I'm going to be using the smaller size, which is the 4mm. You need your scissors, of course, a couple of stitch markers, and a needle to weave in ends. So let's get started. So to start, you grab your yarn and make a slip knot. To make a slip knot, I will just create a circle like this, and then I'll pull this yarn through this loop, but leaving its tail out like this. And then after that, you insert your hook in this loop and pull this yarn tight, and now we're ready to chain. So this chain would eventually be the thickness of your headband, and I'm just gonna chain 10. I think that's thick enough. And to make a chain, you're going to yarn over like this, and then pull it through this loop. That is chain 1. I'm going to continue doing that. Yarn over, chain 2, yarn over, chain 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So like I said, this is gonna be the thickness of your headband. So we just did the foundation chain. Now I'm gonna begin row 1, working into the chains. I'm gonna begin with a chain 1. That's just for turning. That doesn't count as a foundation chain. So I'm going to start from the second chain from the hook. That is the first chain I need to work into. And for this pattern, I'm going to be using half double crochets. So for a half double crochet, I'm going to yarn over first and then insert my hook into this second chain from the hook. Just insert in one loop like that. And then I'll yarn over again to pull this yarn through this loop. And now I have 3 loops on my hook. I'm going to yarn over and pull through all 3. This is the first stitch I just made. This stitch is a little bit lying down like that. It's a little bit horizontal because I only chained 1 at the beginning. I'm going to place a stitch marker in the top 2 loops like this. And then I'm going to continue working from the next chain, which is this one. I'm going to work a half double crochet in this chain. So again, to work a half double crochet, yarn over like this. And then insert in the next chain, which is this one. And then yarn over, pull this yarn through this chain, yarn over and pull through 3, like that. I'm going to continue working like this, yarn over, insert your hook in the next chain, just in one loop like that, yarn over, pull this yarn up, then yarn over, pull through all 3. So that's 3 stitches. Continue working like this, making 1 half double crochet in each chain across. And because I have 10 foundation chains, I should have 10 stitches, 10 half double crochet for this row 1. So that's the last chain. I'm going to work into that as well. Now I should have 10 stitches. Start counting from this stitch that is marked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 stitches like that. That's row 1. Row 2, I'm going to chain 1 and turn. So every time you begin a half double crochet row, you're going to chain 1 only at the beginning of the row. And again, this chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. I'm going to begin from this stitch. This is actually the first half double crochet stitch we should work into. And I'm going to be working half double crochets in the back loops only. So I'm going to yarn over and insert my hook in the back loop only of this first half double crochet stitch. And then I'll yarn over, pull it through, yarn over and pull through 3. This is the first stitch of row 2. I'm going to place another stitch marker here in this first stitch, just in the top 2 loops again. And then I'll continue working 1 half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch. So yarn over, that's the next stitch. And you're going to work in the back loop only. And then yarn over, pull yarn up. 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 3. So continue doing this. 1 half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch. And I'll see you at the end of this row. So here I've got the last stitch left. For this one, I'm doing the same thing, but again, just insert in the back loop as well. Go ahead and make a half double crochet. And that's row 2. Now that I've worked in this stitch, I can take out the stitch marker. So that's the first 2 rows. From now on, I'm just going to continue repeating row 2. So row 3, the same as row 2, chain 1 and turn. And again, this chain 1 doesn't count as a stitch. You're going to begin working into this stitch as the first stitch. So again, I'm going to work 1 half double crochet in the back loop of each stitch. So yarn over and insert in the back loop of that first stitch. Make a half double crochet. And then don't forget to mark your first stitch again. So the stitch marker is really just there to help us find the first stitch. First stitch for this row, but when you turn and work your way in this direction, is to help you find the last stitch you should work into. Otherwise, you'll be missing this stitch probably. So yeah, that's just to help you count your stitch. So from here, you continue repeating row 2. That's 1 half double crochet in each stitch, back loop only. And every time after you work into the last stitch, you can take out the stitch marker and use it to mark the first stitch of the next row. So you're going to continue working like this back and forth to build length in this direction. And eventually you would have enough length for this to wrap around your head. And then I'll come back and show you what it's like and show you how to sew it together so it does turn into a headband. Okay, I think I've done enough rows. Now this piece can go around my head when slightly stretched. So basically you don't need a tape measure. You just need to keep putting this against your head and see if the ends would meet when the rows are slightly stretched. And mine can do that now, so I'm going to stop working my rows. And I have 50 rows in total. And now I'm going to join the rows together like this. We don't have a right side or wrong side yet, so you can do this from either side. And I'm just going to do it like this. So we have the foundation chain here, 10 chains. And my last row here, 10 stitches. I'm going to join them stitch to stitch. I'm going to locate my first stitch here. I have a chain 1. That's the first stitch. Locate your first stitch and insert in both loops. And then I have the first chain here. You're going to insert in that chain. And yarn over, pull this yarn through all the loops on your hook, including this very first one. That's called a slip stitch. We're going to do it again. So next stitch, insert in both loops. And then next chain. And yarn over, put that loop through all the loops on your hook. So when you pull that yarn through, you can pull it through both loops of the foundation chain and the stitch first, and then you pull that through the last one loop on your hook. And then you're just going to continue doing this. That's the last stitch. Slip stitch as well. And then I'm just gonna chain 1, leave some length here, and then cut your yarn. Pull this through. And then you have 2 yarn tails. I'm going to tie them together before I use a needle to weave them in the stitches on the wrong side, which is the side that's facing us right now. And then you can cut them. So that's the wrong side. You're going to flip this inside out like that. And then the headband is done. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.